Welcome to my digital story. I am Chau Yan Ting, and I have attended the IC training in the PolyU. In the few minutes, I will introduce what I have learned in the training. In the first stage, I have attended the formwork training. In the formwork training, we are given a formwork design, fireworks, and instruments. We are required to make a formwork by ourselves. We need to think what size of firewood should be cut, cutting firewood by a saw, putting them together and hold them with nails as temporary support. After that, we need to use soldier system to hold the formwork, which works as a main natural support. In the second day, I have attended forcework training. In the forcework training, we need to make a cap-lock scaffolding. The instructor gave us a design plan of two-story scaffold for a whole class assignment. We worked in group to discuss what arrangement can be made. I respond to draw the grid lines of scaffold, installing next of scaffolds, and having a management of whole class team. At last, three classmates and me climbed up to the scaffold to install the second story of scaffold. It is quite dangerous, but it is a very good experience. Our instructor admired our well management and high efficiency. They said we were the first team making the scaffold on time. In the third day, I have attained structural steelwork training. In the structural steelwork training, we are given two design plans, one producing steel and one in dimension steel. First, we discuss and measure out the required dimension of steel plate, and then we cut our rectangle steel plates from a very long steel stick. After that, we use a metal pen to draw a draft on the steel plate, and we use saw to cut off the shape. Then we rub the perimeter and make it smooth. After making the shape of two steel plates, we put them together and make small adjustments. Then the two plates are perfectly meshed. In the fourth and the fifth day of training, I have attended the structural concrete training. In that, the instructor introduced us the required ratio of water, cement, and aggregate. We calculate out the correct weight of materials. After checked by the instructor, we weighed the correct amount of cement and aggregates. We put the materials orderly in the mixing machine with some water added. We collect the fresh concrete and put it into the formwork we made few days ago, which would use a awl to flatten the surface of fresh concrete during pouring. After pouring, a vibrating pan will be used to settle the fresh concrete better and release some air bubbles in the fresh concrete. During the vibration, water would leak at the bottom of the formwork, and we would stop the vibrating pan when there are no more bubble release. If we over vibrating, it will weaken the concrete. Finally, we need to flatten the surface of concrete, same as the step during pouring. In the sixth day, I have attained the NDT training. In the training, our instructor let us to try rebound hammer, conformeter inspection, and half-cell potential test. The rebound hammer is simply press the rebound hammer to the concrete. Then the strength can be recorded. The conformeter inspection is using a EM wave sensor. It can detect the EM wave rebounded by the steel bar, so that it can record the concrete cover by the steel bar. The half-cell potential test is using a wedge conductor to determine the voltage through the steel bar, and then we can know that if there are any rusting of steel bar within the concrete. Our instructor also showed us the infrared thermometer survey. It can record the IR emitted by the object, so that we can know which tile is already loosed. In the same day of the NDT training, I have attended the anchoring training. In that, the instructor teach us the basic concept and knowledge of the anchors. She introduced about 20 kinds of anchors to us. Later, she shows us how to use the adhesive type and mechanical type anchor. She also shows us how to use the pull-out test on the both kind of anchor. After that, we try to install anchor by both collision and rotation. We have tried it for different distance to the egg side, and we also need to use different forces of each installation. After that, we can see how much force can be added on that type of anchor, and how failure mode of concrete or anchor would be happened. The concrete would crack if the anchors are too near to each other or to the perimeter. The last day we attend the brickwork and plastering training. Our instructor taught us how to stick Monsard tiles and making plastering on wall to install brick tiles. In addition, he taught us how to make an even surface of plastering by making few little mortar towers. Moreover, we learned how to use the balance advice to build a straight brickwork. After studying the IC training for 7 days, I can use my knowledge on the real practical training. It can really help me to know more about the construction industry. It is both a great experience and memory of my classmates. Thank you.